you very much. This poem is called Highgate. The friends saved the cemetery after vandals had their day, but try not to fight too well against the romanticism of decay, the passing of time marked by the creeping of vines across names not great enough to be artistically arranged. Entrance fee paid, people lay stones on the Jewish graves and try not to seem out of place. Now prowled by dates, their faces feigning faith, adjusting his shorts or her shirt, affecting reflection on the words. He's paid the entrance but won't reach for her hand yet. She's practiced the sadness she thinks he expects. He hopes she's impressed. He'll think about them gratefully once more when he takes her home and fucks her on the floor. But here there's a stillness in the stones, like Fitzgerald's boats, motionless in a moving ocean, attempting to preserve the lessons of those immortal dead who live again in minds made better by their presence. Lessons which resonate in the honest exchanges, born into the past with those who chose not to comment on the world, but to change it. This one is called Dunwhich, which some of you may know is an East Anglian coastal town that is falling into the sea due to erosion. Dunwhich. Can you see the sailors cup their hands around their salty ears before they steer their ships for land? They're straining for the sound of the bell the relentless sea brought down. Can you see the waves break with stormy shakes, whose womb and swell is said to wake the resonations they have learned, the walls on shore all falling, forlornly calling for their safe return? You wrestle me from dreams where I can hear the song the drowned bell sings. Your salty hand is cupped around my hip, the womb and swell of your breath breaking through your shaking lips, and from your hair forlornly falling pink-dyed tips. I'm crumbling before the sight of you approaching like the tide. Stood by this restless, swirling grave beneath your gaze, I too surrender to the waves. This poem is called Distance. It's a renga, which is a Japanese form where you put haikus one after the other. The full, lonely moon wraps up the swooning ocean in high tide's embrace. High tide every night reaches out into the dark to cross the distance. Its sighs every night belie the agonizing wound the distance proves. His reflection shapes the ache that remains when they separate each day, rushing his turn round the earth, always yearning to return. Finally, this poem is called Post. I like to have nice paper, a fountain pen and time to savour its scratch and slip, its encouraging weight in my grip. I like the way it seems to slow the time, pausing to breathe and feel my breath, forming feelings not expressed yet, practicing straight lines. I like that no one else will see what's posted to you overnight, the way my calligraphy is characterized, felt-tip lines in red and green. I like that your insight will be unique, a record to follow of how we've grown in a font and size that's all my own, not shared by any apart from me. I like to think it makes us glad of the thing we'd never choose to have, wondering when, never being sure, the thrill of an envelope spotted on the floor. I like the way the weight makes it better. This is why I write you letters.